Oh, chicky what? Chicky how? Say homie, what's up, y'all? Let's see if I can get this to work. I never see the chat room anymore. I don't see the chat when I do these live videos. I don't know if there's anybody here. I don't know if anybody sees me. I'm so lonely. Let's see. Pop out chat. Maybe it'll work here. What up, homie? Oh, hey now. What up, Anthony? Oh man, look, my stuff is back. I got a whole new Jaws section up there now. Ooh. Took about a week rebuilding. What up? What up? Esteban? The Esteban? The Esteban that I'm supposed to be calling every day? The Esteban? Or no, sorry, it's actually Emmanuel. Esteban, Emmanuel. Close. Steven in Espanol. Steven Rodriguez. Now I'm supposed to be calling somebody back. It's been like a week. I think it's two separate people. Or maybe you are. Anyway. So, wow. If you've been watching earnings season, how awesome is this? A reversal on Tesla that took the entire QQQ down for 7 points today. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, today, I mean, options are great, but if you could trade the stock, I always choose stock over options until these Monday, Wednesday, Friday options were invented on the QQQ. That's always great. But today, Tesla options, you had to pay $14 for them. They weren't cheap. But if you went slightly out of the money, you got the 357.50s, I think were 12. You were better off buying the 360s. But yeah, I mean, you paid 15 or 16, they went to 35. So it wasn't bad. It just not an option, not a lotto play at all. But one contract cost you $14. It was well worth it. But the real play today was QQQ. You know, Q's rolling over, going red after the aftermarket, I mean, pre-market. And you had the 367.50s today. So if you went slightly out of the money, which is what I was doing, you went tomorrow's 366s, still not bad. The 366s this morning was, I got the wrong chart up. Hold on a second. Not that you could see what I'm doing anyway, but you should. 366s, again, usually I'm going at the money or right out of the money. So you only had a few choices today. It was Wednesday 366s or 368s. I went slightly out of the money, but you bought them. They were $1.62. Before you blinked, they were $3. And inevitably they went to $6. By $6, we're already done. But then, you got the bounce on the Qs. You could have been rolling back into calls later in the day. So when they broke out of the bottom range, you were looking at 362s. 362s were 220. I got up to 320. That ain't bad. But I'm more nimble. I got to be more nimble than that. UPS would have been impossible to trade with options, but UPS turned out to be a pretty good long trade. So basically, it was GE short twice for 20 cents, but they were well calculated, low risk trades, risking 2 cents to make 25. You had the Q short, Q's long, Tesla short, Tesla long, Tesla twice short. And one trade that I completely forgot I almost did was BTBT long this morning. And I wish I would have shorted it, but at least I got out of it before it rolled over and died. So really, I've been sticking to the positions, and BTU continues to be my favorite stock in the world to trade. No need to own it. Yesterday, you didn't have to own it. Blasted past the 1085. You got to 12 and change. And then today, you broke back down under 1185 and you tanked back to 10. So this is a $10 stock moving in 10% to 20% increments every other day. Why do you need to own it? So again, I'm never going to own a stock ever again. I will not comment on call spreads, selling puts. None of that matters to me right now. Intraday trading is where it's at. It's back in a big way, and I'm not going to stray from the path. So again, I own nothing, nothing. I don't own call spreads, put spreads, nothing, nothing. I got one share of Ford because I refused to sell it because I'm the highest point. That stock has been my 1645 print is still the highest print in the last eight years on Ford. I feel obligated to hold that one share. BTU got 0 on right now. I have been selling naked calls in the SQQ, but it's kind of insignificant. Selling naked calls in SQQ is basically betting that they won't go up to 40. I'm selling $40 calls in January. Really doesn't affect me in any way. But yeah, it's been a great market, and mostly because China is finally getting smacked down. I hope all these stocks get delisted. I hope everybody loses all their money, especially people that bought Alibaba. I'm glad. I mean, Alibaba 0 is cheap. There's a bid at 0, but even this stock, again, no matter how much you hate something, no matter how much you think a stock's going down, if it breaks VWAP, buy it. So yesterday, the Chinese stocks got a bid and they broke and they rallied. Today, they rolled over, but they still caught a bid. Alibaba was a decent buy at 130, 183. You wound up getting 3 points out of it. So no matter what it is, all stocks to 0. But at one point, they'll break VWAP and they make them buys. So that's my attitude. All stocks to 0. If they break VWAP, I'm still buying them. And that's been the trade. I'm shorting everything I could find. Again, people haven't realized a lot of these stocks that they've been so hammered, and there's still room to go. There's still room to go. Market hasn't really had a real sell-off since what? March? But none of that matters. Staying nimble is where it's at right now. Every day I wake up and it's a brand new day, a new opportunity. And if you're just trying to make a little bit, you can't find something to make money on. You see this? You see what that says? It says, in the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. There is so much opportunity every day. If you can't find a little bit, if you in this amazing opportunistic trading environment we're in, if you can't find just something to make a little bit on every day, you're not seeing it right. You're not in the right state of mind. You're just not seeing this market for all of its opportunity and how much it's just awesome. So don't be that fool. Stay disciplined. AMC, yeah, that stock's got to go back to $30. Space already crashed, so that one's probably headed back to 18. All those stocks. BlackBerry's already crashed back down. Everything, most of these stocks have rolled over and got hammered. But AMC, this is where it's putting up a fight. But chances are $23.15 is fair value for, as far as I'm concerned. $23. 26, actually that 26.50 has legitimacy, but that's where it'll put up its stand. Chances are it'll not hold it. You got 23 and then you got 20 and a half. If it breaks back under 20 and a half, you're going back to $15 and then 0. But I like, if I had to choose one of these crazy stocks that's might not go back to where it came from, it's AMC. That actually is a real company, and people are going back to the movies. They're not going to go back to the movies in the same way they were ever. I think the idea of even going to the movies, I mean, half of America, not half of America, but a lot of people have what you would consider a movie screen. I don't know if you've ever been to Manhattan, but you used to go to these screening rooms, and the screen was maybe 80 inches wide. People have 80-inch screens in their own home now, you know? So the whole concept of movie going is losing its luster. Date night is the only thing you got left, you know? Dinner and a movie, that's still a thing. But kids don't even date the way they used to date anymore. Now they just stare at each other's phones and, oh, we're on a date. Oh, you're standing next. You're right next to me. Yeah, yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. You look good today. Don't even look each other in the eyes anymore. So, you know, but commentary, man. The whole premise of financial reporting, the whole industry is a load of bullshit. Who cares what anybody has to say? Even me. I'm just a purveyor of information based on algorithmic formulas. I don't speculate. The days of speculation for me are over. I've made two of the greatest calls in the history of trading. When the market was in the depression and we were coming out of it, we had a new president, and I started calling it the Obama Shamalama Ding Dang Rally. I don't give a shit who the president was, really. But I knew that a new president wasn't going to allow this market to go down anymore. So when they took over the whatever it was, I did some calculations based on percentages on average gains, and I got 19,937, and it came around January 20, what was it, 2016. It's probably the best call I ever made in my life, other than the Tesla call, which served me no good because I sold it prematurely. But when I told everybody to buy Tesla, I said it's not a car company. I was the first person to say that. I was the first person to say he was going to colonize Mars. I was the first person to say it's a rocket ship company, and it's a solar company, and it's a battery company. I was a true Tesla bear, a bull, before everybody, based on the reasons that everybody became a Tesla bull. And I said eventually they'll do a 4-for-1 split, which will make the stock even more attractive, and it'll keep running because everybody will rebuy it that didn't buy it when it's cheaper. So all that worked out. Now I could care less. Tesla's dead money, you know? But one thing you want to see, if you are bullish the market, you want it to be gap down tomorrow and build on itself. Gaps after a sell-off usually get sold off into. So tomorrow's a big day. If the market hangs in there, I still think we've seen generational lows. The sell-off we had 2 weeks ago legitimately might be the low of the year until not. So last week's lows still intact, still the lows of the year, in my opinion, until not. And if those get broken, then we're going into a bearish environment. Right now, it's still a bull market. Nobody cares. And my wife's home, so I got to run. See ya. I'll see you Thursday night, hopefully. Last Thursday night was phenomenal. We had 3 good ideas, and they all worked out. And I'll see you Thursday night. If not, if you haven't joined our room yet, come on. I'm running out of room. All right, I'll see you guys. Good luck.